Okay, here we go. Hi, everybody. It is Friday. Welcome to the Knock'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. Hey, wherever you're watching from, we ask that you share the link on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, including Hershey and the Keeks. And if you're watching on Facebook and you want to stay there, that's great. We're happy you're just watching. But if you want to join in today's conversation, hang out with us, hear your name said, hear your comment read, please join us on YouTube because that is where we're monitoring the comments. The Knock'em Dead Comedy Show coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. And we have legends here with us today. It's Friday. That means Rosie's here. Yay! Comedian Greg Cassiano is expected any minute now. His first time on this show. It's going to be a lot of fun. But surprising us, all the way on the end there, hanging out with us, hopefully for the whole show, Marc Herschmann has come in, ladies and gentlemen. Marc is here.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
I mean, it works out because, we usually end up talking about him most of the time anyway.
I mean, if I hear myself negatively spoken about and I call in or actually come in, what's the difference, really? So
Exactly.
I'm here.
Right. We're not saying anything we wouldn't say.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So why are you not working?
So I took the day off today. Stacy's away on vacation in Tennessee, so I'm taking some days to frolic around with the kids. And yesterday I went to the city with Max to the Fanatics Fest. And, Tony is always extremely generous, always wants me to come in on Fridays when I usually work until 1 or 2. So I saw that the show was happening today, and I managed to get all my errands done to my mother and the pharmacy and the new mattress and the blah. And that's it. I came in and saw you and Tony, and I was waiting for Greg Cassiano. I really came in because I thought Cole Edward Fiumara was coming in. I'm crushed that he's not. So this is not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. But I'm here, and we'll make the best of it. That's all.
My son was going to come in, but because he's too tired to go to camp. He was on a 3-day Boston 2-night overnighter.
Oh, nice.
I picked him up last night from the camp and the big, fancy buses. And when I picked him up, he had the same look on his face as when I picked my mother up from the airport when she was in Europe for a week without me, and it was like this.
That means you had a good time.
And I said, "Are you all right?" And he was like, "I'm so tired. Do I have to go to camp tomorrow?" That was the first thing he said. I said, "Well, you want to come on the pod?" He was all about it.
Yeah.
But he was just too tired. He was wiped.
Yeah, it's good. A young little man rests and relax, and maybe he'll watch. Maybe you'll take him
he
to
said
lunch.
he was going to watch.
Yeah. Hey, buddy boy.
I got to remind my mother to
Birthday
put it
boy.
on. He's so full of crap.
How was? Yeah. Well, all right. First off, Punk, you're in trouble for not coming in. But yeah, how was his birthday?
I wasn't with him. He was on the trip.
Oh.
But we celebrated before.
Oh, all right. So you did something.
On
Okay.
Saturday before, he had a bunch of his buddies come over, and we made the best out of a mediocre pool day, and I blew up the inflatable slide, and I barbecued for them, and then 3 of them slept over, and then they left with having Don walk in with his friend and Patrice and your son, and they were like, and one of them was so funny. One of his friends that doesn't talk, well, he does, but not to me.
Right.
He's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "They're filming something from what movie?"
We're just going to be filming something in my bedroom.
Yeah. I have to put my nightie on and film a scene in the bedroom. And he was like,
Well, I lay on top of Don.
yeah. And he goes,
So
can I be in the movie?
You take your little erect penis and go home, Johnny. Okay. All right. Time to go.
You probably are the hot mom, right?
Yeah.
I'm the old mom. I told you
I know,
that.
but
I'm the
I know.
old
I
mom.
still think no.
Grab a bagel,
Doesn't matter.
Johnny, and take your little Woodrow.
Thank
Grab a bagel.
Take your little stiffy and get the hell out of here.
There were bagels downstairs.
Me and Don have to
yeah.
go to bed together for a little while.
with a camera crew.
Yeah.
Oh, my
love
God. That's so funny.
I love that. That's awesome.
so funny. But one of the kids, he kept saying to me, "What's it about?
Yeah.
Who's going to be in it?
Wow.
Can I be in it? Can I read the script?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
"It's inappropriate for you. Can
Right.
you read me some of it?" I never heard him talk so much.
Wow.
It was so funny to
Maybe
me.
he has an interest in.
I
film?
guess I found his interest.
Absolutely.
Well, the hot
Yeah.
mom is his
Yeah.
interest.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sweet of you.
Yeah. That's awesome. So cool.
But yeah, and well, speaking of which, I heard that went really well. The shoot.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. I've never done anything. I mean, I've done little things, but this was like a whole thing with the sound and the light and
Yeah,
getting
you're
the blinds.
a
making
star
this.
now. You're
Oh,
a
yeah.
big part of it.
Oh, please tell me the sound guy wasn't the first guy there.
No, I love him though.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Vince or
Vern.
Vern. Oh my God, I love Vern.
Oh, all right. I was nervous he would be the first one to show up, and then you'd be like, "I'm not letting any of you people in."
No, Vern was great.
Oh, okay.
Vern was great. I really, and your son is so sweet.
No, thank you.
And
Zach's a great kid.
And his girlfriend, that she's leaving.
She's gone.
She left already?
She left on Wednesday. She's gone.
To Singapore? Where's she going?
Hong Kong.
But he's going to go maybe at some point. We don't know. Eventually, possibly.
Yeah. But I do worry that if he goes, he won't come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's gone. She's gone. So yeah, sad week in our home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's lovely.
Yeah. She is. Yeah.
Well, the best
great.
was I heard side conversation when they were first getting in and bringing in the equipment in and lights and the bags. What the fuck is going on? And I hear somebody go, "Hey, Zach, is Patrice coming?" "Oh, she's in the car." And I'm like, "Well, I guess he's got Patrice in the car. Like she's just going to sit there or something." Then Patrice came in, and she's this petite, cute little Asian, dressed very simple. And I thought it was just, I knew that was his girlfriend. Nobody told me. I just knew instantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, it's cute. He brought his girlfriend."
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden she starts whipping out cameras,
Oh,
and whipping
yeah.
out booms, and whipping. I'm like,
Well, the Asians
oh,
just
shit.
carry them. They always have. That had nothing to do. She wasn't hired for the day. She
No,
just
and then
had
I
that.
realized
She was just doing the laundry
yeah,
when
she
they were
just
done.
brought her
That's
equipment to
right.
help out.
That's right. She was just doing nails in the parking lot. Yeah. I love that.
No, that's how they met, from working on film.
I was disappointed you didn't come. They said, "Well, Tony didn't want to come. He thought it might be too many people around." And they said,
Yeah.
"He's always welcome." I said, "Listen, he's probably busy. He's got shit to do.
Yeah.
He's got shit to do."
It was. I'm going to throw Don under the bus here. Don was nervous, because like you said, you've never done anything like this before. He was nervous that bringing in all the equipment, and if we brought in the crew that we normally have, it would be overwhelming and maybe even a little distracting. So he was concerned.
Okay.
And he was so
makes sense.
concerned that I said, "All right, well, you know what? I really doubt that I'm really needed." I said, "So
Yeah.
when we normally have probably another 3 or 4 people when we're."
I was actually
so-
surprised how few people
Yeah.
there were. Because I've done stuff in the store where they're just filming like a little segment for
Right.
like
Right.
a reality show, and there's
Yeah.
37 people. There's a cart
Right.
of food,
Right.
2 people there doing I don't know what,
Yeah.
and on the phone. Like so,
Right.
with 3 of them, I was like, "How are they going to get this done?"
Right.
We were there for a long time.
Yeah, I don't think he said throwing Don under the bus. I think it was a natural thing for a movie producer to be concerned that this first time experience was going to work. You know?
Hey, there he is. What's up,
Hey,
Shorty?
buddy, Marc Herschmann. How you doing, pal? How you doing, Greg? Come, we saved you a seat over there. Yeah, I messaged you on Facebook like I was some sort of big shot. Remember? Yeah,
Hey, Rosie, what's going on?
He doesn't remember.
he does. He does.
How are
No,
you? Nice seeing you.
he remembers.
He remembers, I'm sure.
Of course.
He was trying to help some of your jokes that didn't make it past.
Yeah, no, that was nice of him.
Thank you, sir.
So
Oh, is that
welcome.
right? Is that what you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I want to tell you that I wanted you here. I talk about you all the time. I hope you don't think it's creepy.
No.
And you hear good things from others as
I will-
well.
yeah,
So I said we got to get him in, and we got to wait till the school year's over.
Right.
I'm flattered to be here. Thank you very much.
Good.
That is, in fact, we were talking about it before
Yeah.
you guys got here. There's definitely
There's a little buzz about
Yeah.
Cassiano.
Yeah.
There's no
Yes,
doubt about it. There's a
absolutely.
little buzz.
Your name has been
Yeah.
popping.
Yeah.
I mean, am I blushing? It feels like it.
Yeah. Well, you're always blushing as a redheaded little.
Yeah, well said. A little leprechaun here.
Yeah. No, I think more so than the fact that you know how to write a joke and you have this presence is that you're well liked, which again in this industry is not always the norm. So whatever you're doing out there, as far as bookers, as far as other comics, as far as wait staff, it's working. So just keep on doing what you're doing. Obviously, the comedian part comes naturally for you, and now it's just a matter of writing and working and making this happen.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I'm excited.
Well, before we go any further,
Yeah.
I should tell you,
Yeah.
if you guys don't already know, I mean, Greg is the reason the Knicks won.
Is that true? I want to know more.
Well, it's a silly video, but the game 4, we were at I was at an open mic at Station Pub, hosted by Mike Ellison, and I got there late because I was coming from work, and I was up last, and it was like I was gonna go up like right at the end of the Knicks game, and yeah, I went up to do my set with like 2 minutes left in the game, so I didn't say anything. I just stood there, and everyone was like, "You can't leave until the Knicks win," and then 10
And that was
minutes-
it.
Yeah, like two minutes in the game could take 10 minutes, so I stood at the mic quietly. And yeah, I don't want to interrupt. I don't know. And,
That is awesome, though.
yeah, the video came out good. Everyone's cheering and like hooting and hollering. It was a lot of fun.
What that was about?
Yeah.
Okay. All
So
right.
you didn't like decide to try sportscasting. You just stood there.
Well, I tried to sportscast a little bit, but it wasn't working. So then I just kept coming up with rhymes for like Nixon 5. I was like an Arby's commercial came on. I was like, hey, Arby's has got fries.
Nixon 5.
Yeah.
I like that.
And it was silly. It was fun.
Whatever it was, it worked, and thank you for that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
New York, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Wherever the camera
The whole
is, New
city.
York.
They're
That's
all
it,
over the
yeah.
place. They're all over the.
You know why I like Greg? Because I've been to shows where there's a lot of comics on, right? And he'll be on them. And you're like,
Right. Here comes another porn joke from this guy.
Yeah.
and then he goes up and he says smart,
Right.
interesting, clever,
Yeah.
quippy things. And he's got balls. He tries crazy things.
Yeah.
Like when you talk to the audience.
Yeah, the flirting things. Yeah, it started off maybe more crazy. I guess I'm getting a little more comfortable with it, but yeah, it seems to be the highlight of my set. The best thing I figured out so far,
It's so funny. So
Maybe
tell
the
us a
trick.
little bit about that. Like, what did you do, and what is like one thing that you say?
Well, so like, part of my act is I say I'm really bad at flirting, and then I go into these like, it seems like crowd work, but it's just these preset lines I have with the audience, and they're all like really cheesy, and some of them are cheesy and like clean, some of them are a little dirty, and so like I might start off a big like I'm really bad at like flirting. Excuse me, miss, are you an AED machine? Because you have a hard pumping.
But like,
Are you free next week? Maybe we can clear your schedule. So that's like one. And then it divulges into, excuse me, miss, do you have a chest cold? Because you got some sick titties. so everyone likes.
That's terrific.
and the audience loves it.
Well, I've been told by my girlfriend that's like the bit she says. Is it seems like I'm like the most like myself on stage because it's like, yeah, you are awkward. I don't know how you got with me, but yeah, it was like, the first time my girlfriend came over, I think I put on like Love on the Spectrum. I didn't know what I was doing. She was like, she had to take the control.
And she's like, well, I'm living Love on the Spectrum. I don't need to watch it on TV.
Yes. So it's been fun, and now I got like, I don't know, maybe 20 lines that I use once in a while, but I got a few that I like. But
The museum one is
The
funny.
museum one is my favorite.
Yep.
yeah, everyone
That's
likes
a
the
good
museum one. Yeah, they got a good video with that with Jack, and yeah.
Is she not quirky? Is that what's the story behind her?
She's pretty quirky. Yeah,
Yeah.
We went to high school together. We were in different crowds. I guess you could say I was one of the cool kids, the jocks. I guess maybe she was one of the orchestra players in the.
If I had a bet, I would have said the opposite with all of my money.
Yeah, that I was
Yeah,
like the.
yeah.
I don't know
What
why.
did you play?
What did I play? I played football and basketball in high school. And yep. And then I ended up playing basketball in college, so I had a little bit of athletic ability
I
at the
did.
time.
I did my research here, Greg
Yeah,
Cassiano.
let's hear it,
Oh,
Tom.
really?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Let's see.
Can we play the game with him later?
Yeah, we can do that. Sure. I actually had something else, another game that I wanted to put him on to.
You can play
also.
all the games.
Yeah.
All we have is time.
He received a social studies award and a science teacher scholarship from East Islip High School in 2018.
Whoa.
3-year starter in basketball. Earned all conference honors as a senior. 2-year member of the football team. Excuse me. Won the Suffolk County Championship.
Really?
Member of the Dean's List at Cortland. Saw the court. Get ready, Mark. Saw the court in 3 whole games.
Hey, Cortland's no joke.
That's
Cortland's
that's
no
3 more
joke.
games than me.
Yeah.
Averaged 1.0 points.
Okay, that's one more than you.
And right?
Yeah.
And 0.7 rebounds per game.
Dude, wow. I didn't know this was going to happen today.
Added an assist and a steal. Scored 2 points and grabbed 2 rebounds in a win at Buffalo State. Recorded an assist and a steal in a home victory against Cabrini.
Yep, Cabrini.
Yeah.
Netted a point in a win over Pitt Bradford at the St. John Fisher tournament.
Not Pitt Bradford.
Pitt Bradford.
The big bad Pitt Bradford. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
You
PB?
didn't have to go to the Fanatics thing yesteday.
I didn't have to go to Fan Fest.
See
I
Tom
could have just come right
Brady.
here. I didn't have to be 2 inches from Tom Brady when I'm right next to you.
But now, wait a minute. There's more. There's more.
How is that even possible?
You'll see it up there in a second. We have a photo, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I'm old and
geez.
perimenopausal, so I need my glasses.
We have a photo of Greg Cassiano in action for Cortland
I
playing
had
basketball.
no idea. This is.
Look at you.
Oh, yeah. Rosie sees it on my
It'll
screen.
be on the screen in 45 minutes. Just
That's
hang
all.
on one
Yeah,
second.
you'll see
That's all.
it tomorrow.
Okay.
You'll see when the show's over. We'll talk
You can
about
take
it.
a nap, and then we'll wake you up when
Yeah.
it shows up.
Yes.
It's coming. I promise.
This is super exciting. We're in the presence of greatness here.
Oh, absolutely.
No. So my students, I'm a teacher, and they read those stats to me all the time. I'm like, hey guys, we really got to quiet down. Like, didn't you average 0.7 rebounds in college? I was like, oh, okay.
There it is.
Dude,
There it is.
Look at
son
you.
of a gun.
You look like a baby.
Yeah.
You look like
Man.
a baby, but you look a baby.
Is that you or Dirk Nowitzki? I can't even tell.
I know, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep. No, I get Dirk. I get Larry Bird a lot. Casper.
You look like you're about to get a fucking shiv in the side there. Like you're gonna get blasted there. That's gonna happen.
You see my face, so I'm not afraid.
You're not. There's no fear there. You were a 6 foot what? 6'5"?
Yep, 6'5".
You were definitely small and big forward. You didn't play center. I'm guessing you were forward.
Yeah, in college and high school as a center was the problem.
Yeah. Dude, that's amazing, man. What an accomplished career. Congratulations. And now you're changing lives as a comic and a teacher.
Well,
That's right.
I mean, maybe as a teacher. I don't know if I've changed anybody's lives. So
I think
far,
you
but-
are, man. Your reputation's getting out there.
Well, yeah, a physics teacher.
That's right. That's right.
They recently did the Physics Olympics, a one-day regional competition that brings together 5 students, 5 teams
Jesus,
from
you're-
high schools.
You were in the Olympics also?
Yeah.
Well, the physics Olympics. It's not.
You're an Olympiad?
Well,
Let's see.
I guess my reputation precedes me now.
Now,
Competing-
your girlfriend I've met.
Yep.
You've been with her since high school, or you reconnected after Cortland?
We reconnected after Cortland. Another girl from high school that was kind of more her friend. She put out like an ad on her story.
She put out nice.
But, yeah.
See,
Well,
see
well,
what
that not for me, but she put out like an ad saying she wanted some actors for a short film she was working on, and I never really did it, but I was curious, so it was like it kind of in between before I started really doing comedy. And so I did that. I realized it wasn't for me. But at the premiere of the short film, she was there, my girlfriend, Katrina. And we met. And then.
How many years is this going strong now?
I guess we've been together like a year and a half. But
Wow.
we've been only like official, I guess, since like December, As I was telling her when I got into the comedy, I didn't want a girlfriend. I wanted just to focus because I started to realize it was going to take, pretty much all my time.
Yeah.
So. But she's been very supportive, and So,
Did you know each other in high school?
Yeah, we knew each other. I mean, she claims I never spoke to her, but I feel like we spoke a couple times, But,
And now since December, you said.
like officially,
Officially.
yeah. We've been pretty much running around together. Like I think Rosie saw me like last May.
I was going to
here with
say,
her.
I saw her here a long time ago at the show, and you were like, that's how I met you, actually. I knew about you because James Grimm always talks about you, about how you used to come, your aunt dropped you off or something to an open mic when you were super duper young.
Well, yeah, when I started, I was in college. I was like 19, and my aunt Lisa was really into it, and she was like, "Oh, like my friend James does that open mic. I'll bring you, and I'll hang out." Because it was like, I guess she's in the singles group with James, and whatever. So yeah, that's where I started with James. But then the first time I'd heard your name before also, and then you hosted the Butera show that I was on here.
And
It
you
was
were
like one of the
sitting
first
here with
shows.
your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And when I was done, you said to me, "You like Pearl Jam?"
Yeah.
And then we started talking about the band. And I was so excited that a young man had appreciation for
Right.
the band.
See, well, he's obviously a
There's
smart guy.
a lot of young people, they go,
Right.
what?
What? Yeah.
What? So I immediately was
Jeremy?
like,
What?
oh,
Yeah.
and he's got good taste and funny.
Wow.
Well, my uncle always told me from a young kid, he's like, Greg, Pearl Jam is the best band. So I didn't have a choice in that matter. It wasn't, but
Yeah, we do that to
it
my
was,
son.
It was them and the Who, and I can't get behind the Who personally. I'm sorry.
I can't
Whoa,
either.
whoa, whoa, whoa!
Tony, I'm sorry.
All right. Relax.
Listen,
Sorry.
You picked the right one, buddy.
I
Don't
can't
worry.
either.
All right. Tony's going to lose a leg over
You-
this. Oh, wait. Too late.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. Tony loves the Who. Tony is probably the biggest Who fan that I've ever met.
I'm a huge Who guy.
Yeah.
Now, you and I can understand because
Yeah.
you're like 5 years old. But come on. What do you...
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Eddie Vedder loves the Who.
I know he does.
That should be all you need.
I know he does. He also loves Neil Young.
Yeah.
Don't love that guy either.
No, I love
Yeah.
Neil Young, too.
So there's a lot of things that Eddie loves, even politics, that I don't
Yeah.
love. So I don't agree with him on quite a bit, but I love him. The Who, there's certain songs that, but, Eddie ends a lot of shows. Dun, 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 and that's when I'm like, I gotta go. If I'm not gonna catch a tambourine, I gotta fucking get out.
Right.
Of here. I've heard it 25
What a-
times.
well,
There's
I-
a lot of shows with that.
All right. Yeah, so there's a difference, though. You could be sick of a song, but you could still say it's a good song. You're just sick of that song.
Yeah, but maybe I just haven't heard the right stuff. It was, you know what? My parents, I grew up with music that was not rock. My parents didn't like the Beatles. My parents didn't like the Who. They weren't into the Woodstock thing. My dad liked doo-wop, and my mom liked the Commodores. And my mom grew up in a Pentecostal church, so she sang Spanish songs, and they liked theater songs. Like I grew up listening to like Vic Damone, the Rat Pack. I grew up listening to like show tunes and soundtracks to Broadway shows.
Well, you're
So-
allowed to like all that stuff too.
I do like, and I have appreciation for it, but I think if it's not ingrained in you as a child, I feel like there's a certain thing you don't have that. I can't explain it.
Yeah, there's not an impetus to like that kind of music. Like I grew up listening to all that same stuff, the doo-wop stuff. So I still love all that old school
Oh, yeah.
CBS FM music. That's still my passion.
Yeah, I
No
love
question
it.
about it. So we'll get past this, Tony. With the
But
Who
but
thing.
I
You
have a
think?
passion
Yeah.
for Zeppelin, and they didn't care
Yeah.
for Zeppelin.
all right,
Yeah.
so
I
all
mean,
right,
for
but-
my 15th birthday, I got the box set of
Tony
the
gets
That's
very
all I
offended.
wanted was the box set of
Yeah.
Led
No,
Zeppelin's.
yeah. See,
final-
but that all right, that confuses me even more then, because if you like Zeppelin, usually you like the Who. Like they usually come hand in hand.
The Who's a little faggy.
All right, I'm gonna.
He's gonna find a new co-host on Fridays. It looks like. Yeah. Are you
Greg, I'm
available?
glad you're here. For the summer.
I'm gonna. Do. You, what do I? How do?
You don't.
Can I just give
Like
you a
I've
list?
been offered to see the Who a few times live, and
Oh.
I've passed.
So good live. Well, they're old now. They're not as good.
I
live,
know
But,
he's weird looking, that little dude. The glasses.
oh, really? Most women think he's good looking.
Who? Roger Daltrey?
Yeah.
You've seen my taste, right? I have a strange, eclectic, weirdo taste.
Well, I
Maybe-
won't argue that.
All right. What's your favorite
Wow.
kind of music?
I think I kind
I'm
of like gravitate
joking.
to that '90s
I know,
grungy stuff and like the Led Zeppelin, the heavier rock stuff. But
Nice.
but I grew up in the time of like the mumble rapping and stuff, so I have some like for that stuff too. And I played basketball in college. Like that was all that was all we would listen to. That Kodak Black and I don't know Kendrick Lamar, I guess, and those guys. A bunch of guys I don't really still follow, but when it comes on, I can get down.
No,
I
you
guess.
look like a classic Kendrick Lamar fan.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
What can I say? Yeah.
But do you like any like '90s hip hop?
Nah, the '90s hip hop. Nah, it's fine. I was almost on vacation with my uncle who showed me Pearl Jam, and he was like trying to show me like third base and stuff, and I just couldn't. I don't know. I don't know it as well.
What about
To-
like
Tony
Tribe
actually has
Called
an uncle
Quest or
who
anything?
tried to show him third base once.
I'm still in therapy over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keegan tries to show young young nieces third
Yeah.
base.
No, young nephews, you mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, I didn't say any of that. All right, you know he's mad enough at me.
No, we
didn't
love
say
him.
anything.
Everything's going to be fine. Let's not go there.
Is he watching
Oh,
this right
alright.
now? I mean, he's
Sometimes
hope
he
so.
does.
I'll
Sometimes
go
he
there.
calls in. He
You know,
might because
I'll go there if I
I
want.
was talking to him before the show, asking him permission if I could say certain things. So maybe I reminded him.
I'm
that
a little
here.
concerned, by the way. How come John hasn't called in? It's a little bit late in the.
He
in
usually does call in by now, but
Yeah.
sometimes he doesn't because he doesn't want to interrupt guests or if we have a full house. I mean, he's commenting.
Okay. Oh, good.
He's
Okay.
there.
Okay.
He's saying hi to everybody.
Hey, Johnny boy.
You're gonna have to give me a Who tutorial. All right?
Yeah.
Can you just
Yeah.
Give me, like,
Can I
Yeah.
give you a list, or
Yes, no.
should I make you a disc?
No,
No,
send-
just
send-
make her a
send me
disc.
list.
Show her third base. Just do it all later on
You
after
should
the
put it
show.
on an A track.
Yeah.
An 8-track. All right. Listening to the Who while showing her third base. That
Yeah.
is something
Yeah.
I've thought about.
That's like a 1970s, like
Yeah.
you know,
Bang.
backflash,
That's
flat,
it.
flash.
I'm
back.
going to
Drive
regurge
through
Greg's coffee in a second.
Back when I had bad hair, the whole
Yeah.
works. Yeah.
So you did the open mic.
legs.
Your aunt brought you, and you became hooked automatically, or you just didn't? How'd you feel?
No, well, I kind of have a weird start. Like I guess when the very first time I did stand up like as an older person, I guess I was in college and they put it out like they made all the athletic teams at Cortland put in an act to the school-wide talent show because they wanted to promote the show, and no one on the bass team wanted to do it because everyone's too cool. So we're sitting around in the locker room and we're trying to come up with an
And
idea.
how many rappers could you have?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like we can't all drop sick bars here. So yeah, people are going back and forth, and eventually one of the seniors is like, "Hey, or actually it wasn't seniors, my friend Kenny Charles, a year older, but he was like, "Hey, it'd be funny? Let's make Greg go up there and do jokes. Yeah, that'd be weird, because I guess I was a little awkward, 18-year-old kid with, and so."
But they knew you were funny. They wouldn't have just said that
If you
randomly.
didn't,
They
if
knew you were a
weren't
funny kid.
Well, they thought I think more that it would be funny for them, and then I would probably bomb in front of everyone else.
Right, laughing at you and not with you.
Yeah.
But are
Okay.
you one of those guys, like when you're hanging out with your buddies or your teammates, are you the funny guy?
I wouldn't say I'm the funny guy. I think I can play along with somebody if someone else wants to drive. But I noticed in conversations, I hardly am the driver. like, which is different, because on stage, like, there's no one to like interrupt. I guess sometimes I have trouble competing with another person. Like, you're in a conversation, or like you're at a house party.
No, but if you can drop bombs like the sick bars line, you're gonna make it like.
That's what I mean.
You're just
he does stuff
funny.
like that, and
Yeah,
that's
I
what
love
makes
that.
me laugh because
That's
other
great.
people that are up there the
Yeah.
same night, they're like, so I was working and my mom said that, and you're like, oh,
Right.
and then he goes up and says something
Yeah.
like dropping sick bars, and
Right.
it might be just,
Subtle little bursts like that.
but you notice it.
Yeah.
And
Oh
you're
no,
like,
I
he's
noticed
funny.
it for sure.
oh, guys.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
But now but then at some point you went to the Laughing Academy with Steve Rocco?
Yeah, so
And you're still funny?
Yeah, yeah. So I did the college thing, and after that, it went kind of well. And I was like, I'll try it in the real world. So
But
then
you did that talent show.
Yeah, so I did the talent show, went well. I didn't like place in the contest because I didn't. It was only supposed to 3-minute act. I did like 8 minutes. I didn't know. It was the first time I'd done stand up, whatever.
So
then-
you went over 5 minutes over the light.
Yeah, no, but no one lit me or anything. I just went up
Yeah.
on the stage and I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird set. I ended with some joke about the school president eating pepperoni off of our coach's chest. Everyone was like, "What?" But anyway, everyone was like really supportive of me. So then, like when COVID happened, I was locked in the house. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some calls and I'm gonna try to get up on Long Island. So I called governors and nobody answered. And then I went down the list. Yeah, I
Hey,
just
governors,
Googled.
it's Greg.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't know. I didn't know how
I
it
got a
works.
great pepperoni joke.
I want to drop some bars in your club.
Yeah, sick bars. But then the next line down was the Gateway Comedy Club with Mike Dillon.
Yeah.
So then I did like a bunch of bringer shows for him, and over that period of time, I started meeting some local comics. So then they told me you got to get Facebook, you got to get on Long Island Comedy Scene on Facebook page,
Yeah.
and start going open mics. And then around the times when my Aunt Lisa showed me James Grimm's open mic in Babylon, we used to do it at I forget where, but
The Red
was
Rocket.
one,
What's
there,
it
no,
called?
there was one in. He did one in Massapequa, Prohibition.
yeah, that was the one.
Oh, that's Dara's bar. I know that bar. Yeah.
And then I stopped for a while. I got a girlfriend and a job, so I was like, and at that time I was doing all dick jokes basically. I was like young, I didn't know what I was doing, and
Yeah.
so I wanted to stop because I didn't want to lose my job or my girlfriend. But then I lost my girlfriend, and then I lost my job, and then I was like, well,
Wait,
maybe it's a
different
good time to
girlfriend.
start. So I started coming around again. No, it's a different girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, different girlfriend.
And different job, then, I'm assuming.
And different job, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I started coming around, and I was like, I'm going to take it differently this time. And the thing that changed my mind about the whole thing the most, or like taught me what I was supposed to do, is Mike Ellison told me in January 2025 that in the year 2024 he got up 229 times, like between open mics and shows.
Wow.
So I decided I'm going to try to hit that number. So for 2025 I got 228, so I was one short. But
What
that
the hell's the matter with you? You could just get
Failure.
out.
yeah, one more.
Loser.
Yeah. Loser, I know.
That's outstanding, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sure is.
Then over
Yeah.
that time, I met Rocco, and he was like, "Take my class," and I was a little suspicious, but I asked
Oh,
like,
what it was? Was it the pirate costume?
Yeah.
well,
The eyeliner?
yeah, yeah. Listen, I'm a huge Rocco fan, and I
No,
No,
I like
no,
it.
so
We
we,
are
we're
too.
just.
Us too.
Listen,
Yeah.
That's
we
why
bust
we're.
everybody's
yeah,
balls.
that's why we're teasing, right?
yeah. Does he dress like a motorcycle pirate? Yeah, he does. I, don't know,
I love
like,
that.
Like, yeah, Blade the whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I was suspicious, but I figured I see Rocco at all them open mics, and he's putting on all these bar shows. That's probably the only show I can get up on. So let me take his class and try to, and I learned a lot.
He
So
drops mad bar shows.
mad bar shows, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick bar shows.
Sick bar shows. Yeah.
I saw some pictures of the first annual comedy. What do you call it when you go from bar to bar? Bar hopping.
the crawl.
Oh,
The
yeah. Bar
comedy
crawl.
crawl.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, I wasn't on the show, but I went to hang out, and yeah, it was a hoot. I mean, they packed every place out. There was 4 rooms. I mean, it was a lot of the same people following from room to room, but there was some different crowds at each one. And yeah, I mean, I got completely loaded, and I didn't really watch the last show because I was just out in the back, just whatever, being debaucherous. But but yeah, the thing was great. I thought everyone had a really good time, and like. There's also just a nice hang. Like it's not a lot. Like if you're like an amateur comic, like there's a nice hangout scene here at the club. But if you're not in the club, like where do you go just to hang out? Like, that was like great. Like all the like pretty much amateur guys outside the club were there, like whatever, hanging out, either doing sets or just there to be friends. So it was
That's cool.
That's
yeah.
awesome, bro.
Yeah, it sounded like fun. We had Sean Kearns in here. I think it was that week.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
he was helping push it. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's great.
He's great, and he does a lot with them. Like I know with Mike Ellison, Mike Tansey helping them
yeah.
get stuff together. So yeah, I've only met Sean a few times. One of them being at that bar crawl, and I've been at one since then. But yeah, he's a funny dude.
So it sounds like it's been an interesting year or two for you between new girlfriend, getting into comedy, and then I guess the job is fairly new too. Then it must.
Yeah. The teaching job I have now is this past year was my first year at this building at this school district. So, but I had a job at Hicksville before I got laid off from, and that was the job.
Hicksville laid you off?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Well, they got the numbers though. That was a numbers thing.
Yeah, it's a numbers thing. Apparently, there's a superintendent of business who she didn't apply for the new bus grant or something, and so $3 million. They were $3 million short or something on the buses, and then they laid off 100 TAs. And
where were you in Hicksville?
I was at the high school. I was teaching physics still there. And I guess I also taught in the middle school. I was kind of split between both buildings.
The principal Johnson?
No, it was Ray Williams.
Williams,
Yeah.
a tall African American fella.
Yeah.
Very nice guy, right?
Yeah, very nice guy. College
really nice.
basketball player also.
Yeah.
So they helped me on the interview.
Damn it, those fucking Hicksville. I can't believe they did that.
You and your Hicksville, my goodness, what's going on?
I'm a Hicksville lifer. I'm gonna have to go yell at somebody.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean,
well, but you're in a better district.
But you know what it
Yeah,
matters?
this
I
is
think these
better.
things happen for reasons.
yeah, because I think now I'm thinking like, well, I've been doing the comedy and now I work in Port Washington, which is damn near the city. So I plan on moving into Queens, I guess, in the next 6 months to a year.
So so it's been quite a year or two for you. A lot of new things
But
happening.
you're all the way out
it's
east,
exciting.
no?
Yeah, I live in East Islip, so I've been driving like an hour plus to work every day. If there's traffic more, so it's.
That's the one thing with Port, man. It's a bitch to get to.
Yeah,
I
but you
used
know
to
what?
work up there.
That might be a good thing for you because you really are into pursuing comedy. I mean, at that point, you're closer to open mics and things in Queens, and then also into Brooklyn, and you're closer to the border and to the city, and there's a lot going on in Nassau. 2 out of their 3 clubs are here, so
Yeah, totally. So I definitely want to make more of a foothold, like whether I move into Queens or maybe move into like I don't know, like my grandfather lives in Mineola, could live somewhere in that area.
I mean, it's such a quick train ride too, even into the city from me. So what is it, 25 minutes?
Will your lady friend move with you too, or no?
I'm not sure. She's got one more year of school left, and I kind of got the word from my landlord that he wants me out by this January. So, like, I might end up getting a place for myself first, which I've kind of always, like, dreamed about, honestly. I always thought, like, what would it be like just to live totally alone without... It's like, roommates are great, but when I come home...
I still dream about that every day.
Yeah, I think most people do,
Yeah,
so...
it's a dream you'll never give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, I guess, when I go to cross the bridge,
But you're not tenured yet then, so you have some...
Yeah.
time.
1 year, you said, right?
Yeah, I've only 1 year in that building, so I got to do 3 more before the 10-year me, and who knows? My family says maybe I should try to look for a new teaching job closer to home and stay out that way. But
nah, dude, I would keep on doing what you're doing, and I'm curious. Are you worried at all when you're on stage about like sick titty bits getting out there and it coming back? Because like I worry.
That's actually one of my questions. Yeah, I was going to ask you if that interferes at all.
I was really afraid it would, and in the beginning of the year, I just came full frontal. I like told my coworkers I do it, and I told my students like you might see stuff online of me doing comedy, but like for the students, like you can't follow me. If you follow me, I'm gonna block you and whatever. It's not for you, whatever. And don't come to a show. You're not allowed. But my coworkers, I just told them, they were like, oh, yeah, that's cool, I guess. Yeah. As long as you don't defame the school or like.
Yeah, whatever. It's the administration. Like I work in education. I'm always cognizant of what I do on stage. So I'm sure there's a part of you that's a little cautious of, saying something that's going to come back and bite you in the ass.
Totally. And I did have some coworkers come to a show here in the Giggle Room with Truson before the end of the year. And before I went up there, I was like, is it all right if you hear me do a dirty joke? Because I was going to do the sick titties. And they're like, yeah, make it do more dirty stuff.
Yeah.
So then.
But now, so a place like Governor's, it's 16 and over. So what happens if a student decides to take it upon himself or herself to show up
There's
and check you out?
nothing you can do.
Right.
Yeah, are you
taking like 5 points off the next test or something?
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Yeah, well, what I tell them is like, yeah, you can't. They won't let you in, and if you come in with a fake ID, I'm just gonna tell them, and you'll be whatever in trouble. But like the truth is, they could come. There's nothing that I could do to stop them, and if they showed up, I would just go on, and I would probably just But I would probably just not like do sick. Like I pretty much the dirtiest things I say is titties. And the museum joke is creepy, I guess. And then there's a few jokes I say fuck, but I don't need to, So
yeah, fuck's not going to get you in trouble. Sick titties, maybe a little bit.
To the sick titties, to their, the 16-year-old who shows up with their mother. Do it.
Yeah. That's a worry. Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure it must cross your mind in all seriousness.
Yeah, no, like it was the time I was in a set at the Broadway Comic Club in the city, and there was like this really young group of the table full of girls in the front. I'm like, are they teenagers? Like I don't know. I'm afraid I don't want to. whatever. But I guess they're not my students, so okay. But still,
Right.
kids, and this is recorded, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone knows somebody, and
Yeah.
So it does cross my mind. I always joke with my friends that I'm gonna get fired from a teaching job any day. Whether it's because of the comedy or like the comedy I do in my classroom. Like I definitely play a little loose sometimes with my students. Like I threaten to beat them up constantly.
Yeah.
and just
Little they know that's not a threat.
Yeah.
They deserve a good beating.
They should bring back,
doubt.
rulers,
The rulers, yes.
rulers across the knuckles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm all for it.
No, totally.
Yeah. So they challenge you to start writing some jokes for this talent show. Was there an interest at all before that, or since you've been doing it, has that developed an interest where you're checking out, like you're watching comedy specials, or you're hitting the clubs more to check out? Like, has it developed into, or was the interest in comedy there, or am I talking out of my ass?
No, I'd say it was always there. Like when I was a young guy in elementary school, like Pandora was around, like more popular. And I go to sleep every night listening to like Today's Comedy on Pandora Radio. They would just play bits from comics.
Right.
And then at the talent show in elementary school, another talent show story, I used to do magic first and second grade. Then third grade, I told my dad I wanted to do jokes, so that he wrote out like, it was kind of a combination of like Stephen Wright jokes, some things he came up with, and some things I came up with, some joke book jokes. And I would perform at the school talent show. And which is a whole other thing, is I ended up getting like kind of banned from that because my dad was pushing these jokes on me. But anyway, so that was kind of where it started. And then
Sick titties in second grade
Yeah,
didn't
it didn't
work.
work.
No, I think that the first joke he wrote down, and I went to the school talent show, like practice, and I did. It was like, this is a joke my dad wrote. It was, I said this when I was in the third grade. It was, with all these school taxes we pay and the salary the teachers make, you'd think we'd all be rocket scientists by now. And the teachers were like, did a 12-year-old just say that? Where'd that come from? Who told
For
you
a
to say
12-year-old, that is pretty funny.
That's
actually. Yeah.
smart.
Yeah. So
All right, now I have to
that's where
tell
it
you,
started.
there is a reason why I asked you that question,
Okay.
because we might have to fight.
Me and you?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. Oh, I know. One of these videos. Go ahead.
Something I saw in a video. You know where I'm going?
I think I do, but go ahead.
Louis C.K.
I just was struggling to come up with something. He's honestly one of my favorites, but I will say
Well, that was my question, right?
everybody does like, he's the best, he's great, and he is. He put out all the specials. Like some of those bits are timeless, like the flying bit and just the cell phone thing. That like it's genius, It's all, but I feel like you see too many people trying to be like him and trying to be edgy, and he's almost an excuse for them to like, oh, Louis C.K. talks about abortion and jerking off, like
And sick kids with cancer. Yeah.
yeah, it's like why can't I do it as someone who's an open micer on Long Island? Only
Yeah.
So I just think people, whatever, there's too much of like a cult thing around them. I don't know. I think,
All right. I will agree with you on that. So basically, he said that he's overrated in this video. So I was like, what? But then, to be fair, you did say he's one of your favorites too. So I was like, well, which is it? So
Yeah.
I was all confused. But what you just said, I will agree with it, and I actually feel the same way about Seinfeld. As great as Seinfeld was, the show was a game changer. But that observational comedy, why do people cross the street? Whatever.
It's better
Like,
an example in the show than it is spoken.
Right. But
I agree.
But everybody started doing it, and even it still goes on to a point to this day where you see so much of it. Like, give me, let's spice it up. Give me some characters, which is kind of a lost art a little bit. Give me some more duos, which you don't see too much of anymore. Like, I do feel like, in a weird way, as great as Seinfeld was, he also kind of ruined things at the same time.
That's interesting. That's a good take. Yeah, because I guess I kind of write like Seinfeld might, like it's all jokey jokes and it's all whatever, and it's just. I guess I haven't considered the influence he had on me, and a lot of the scene, because you're right, you don't really see people like there's only a few character acts anymore,
Right,
and
right.
yeah, like there's not a lot of I don't know. Yeah.
Did your Louis video come after this recent special, which was fucking brutal?
No,
I heard mixed.
maybe actually I think it did.
It wasn't good.
Oh, really?
didn't
I
think
haven't
was
seen
good.
it.
I heard it
Yeah.
was good, but it
wasn't Louis
in
good.
comparison to Louis,
Yeah.
it wasn't good.
No
Yeah.
But
kidding.
who can sustain that forever? I mean,
Yeah.
True.
I don't know. It's like you have these movie stars. They make these iconic films, and then you expect them to always have,
Yeah,
you
sure.
know,
Yeah.
that run forever. And I feel like,
I saw Cosby in 1995, I think it was. I fell asleep. It was so bad.
Yeah. Well, that's because he
that's
gave you a
I was
roofing.
going to say, it's because,
Yeah.
I woke up smiling, though. I don't know
I'm
why.
sorry,
Yeah.
guys. I have to my shorts were being eaten. Excuse me. Moving on.
That's why this is better on radio, this show.
Wow.
What do you got? What are you eating there, buddy boy?
Just some gum.
Oh, okay. Speaking of roofies, I think he just gave himself one. He snuck one in here.
Yeah.
He roofied himself.
Yeah, I'm too nervous.
So do you feel that the videos that you're doing about the jokes that don't make it to the open mics?
Hilarious, by the way.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
So
that.
good.
Thank you.
I've watched them all. I just feel like it's so unique, and it's I find it fascinating that you have so many already.
Yeah.
So many volumes. I mean,
You're carving a niche out. She's totally right. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I kind of I feel like they were doing better earlier on. Maybe I was putting better jokes in because like some of those jokes are not jokes that are just open mic jokes that failed. Like they were jokes I used to do that I kind of moved out of my act.
Yeah.
You know, so they were, but I don't know. I think it's how do I feel about it? You were saying what was the question about it?
like, how do
we
you
don't know.
feel it served you? Like, do you feel like you're getting attention from it? Do you feel like it's a help to you as far as attention, or do you do it almost just because you're genuinely trying to just say the jokes that didn't work?
I think, people keep saying like, oh, you got to get on social media if you want to do comedy now. You got to build this and that. But also people say, you have to have an act first. So I wasn't sure for a while. I wasn't posting anything, but then I decided, well, if I start posting now, in 4 years from now, when I do have an act, hopefully I'll gain some amount of followers.
Dude, you have an act and you have carved out a niche. So I don't know what you're doing on Instagram, but you should be sending reels out every single day.
Yeah, which is, and my girlfriend just said something to me the other day. She's afraid that some of the videos I've been putting out are a little too much like just online slop, like things like, because I do the joke videos, but then like the interview video, like
With the space?
Yeah, the space thing. That was like that and the 3 open mic jokes that didn't work. Those 2 videos I think are fine. But then I did a couple POV videos and then did the interviews and then just some regular stand-up stuff. And she's like, "Oh, it's becoming a little bit like slop. You got to come up with another angle, another skit, or something else."
But it's good to have somebody that points you in directions and makes you think differently.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it's like throwing some shit up against the wall at this point, just so that you're gonna get caught up in an algorithm, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, I like this quirky, tall, redheaded guy."
And the jokes that didn't work, like I personally haven't seen anybody else doing that.
No.
So I think it's a great idea, and some of them I think are really freaking funny.
Of course.
And honestly, when
Yeah.
they're not funny, the way you say them, it's funny.
Yeah.
Just the whole concept idea of it.
Yeah.
I think it's something that.
The stupid baby stuff. Sorry, I mean,
You like that?
I was dying. Stupid baby. It just cracked me up.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I used to do that on stage. That was one of those jokes where that wasn't my act when I had first started. And I realized, though, that a lot of people got, like, dead baby stuff. Or, like, a lot of people make the joke, like, with the angle of, oh, like, babies should be smarter. They're people. Like, we treat them like adults, in some jokes. So I felt like it was just maybe I don't know, maybe been done too much.
Speaking of jokes that don't work, Jeff Bosey's calling. Hi, honey.
Hello, my bald-loving panty pants man. How are you?
What the fuck? What are you doing?
He threw as many weird adjectives and verbs in one sentence as he could just now. Bozeman, my man.
Oh, the Hirsch.
What's
the
up,
Hirsch.
handsome?
I love this man.
I love you, brother.
And then you got Rosie, you got Greg, and you got a whole bunch of great people there today. By the way, I did mention to the good sir, he's got to keep up with those. And just like how Hirsch just said, you got to keep throwing shit out there till something sticks.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I sometimes I worry about just diluting like what my page looks like. Like if you go to my page with just a bunch of like really crappy videos and a few good ones, I guess that's good. But
I don't think anything you put out is crappy. Though.
No,
That's
I don't
the
think
thing.
so either.
Yeah,
I
right.
think it's.
I mean, look, is one thing going to be better than the next? Always, but.
What you're selling is your personality
Yes.
and your likability, and the fact is that you have this, you've got it down pat. The self-deprecation is key, the likability, which can't be taught. You have them both. You know how to structure a joke. So I with all due respect to your girlfriend, you need to be just getting in an algorithm and having people follow you. And because the truth is, when this thing manifests into something bigger in 3 years, you want that social media presence to already be established.
yeah, no,
I mean, I see the point. Like everybody does interview videos and stuff like. So
Yeah.
I see where she's coming from. But like the jokes that don't work. I
his
think it's a great idea.
personality, like some of these social media people are, like ultimately not very funny, but they're doing things and they're getting legs behind it.
Right.
You add in the fact that he's doing that, and he has this quirky, funny little way about him. I think it has a real legitimate chance of taking off.
As opposed to Jeff Bosey, whose videos can only be found on certain websites.
Oh, the Bozeman.
How much cross-dressing videos?
Right,
you know,
exactly.
are we gonna
What,
watch?
what did Bozeman call in to say? He definitely had something. What do you want to say today, Bozeman?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I love
That's why I
Tony.
brought it back to you. I was trying to bring you
Jeff,
back
there are
in.
times I'll call and I'll be on hold for like 20. I'm like, I don't fucking want to hear what they're talking about. I wanted to talk about me. Let's hear about Bozeman. What do you got?
Yeah, no. So, to get the point about the videos and everything, we got a couple of examples. We got one is Mickey Potato, who didn't make it until the bread and milk thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he was doing comedy for what? Already 20-some-odd years already?
That's correct. Yes.
At least, yeah.
So you have that as an example. And then most recently, we had a gentleman, Marcus Monroe, at Governor's.
Yeah, he was just here
And-
last week.
Yeah.
And he's been doing the videos on the subway where he dresses up like a character. He does a whole bunch of funny jokes.
Hilarious stuff he
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I thought of that.
But to the point of it, and this might go for this other young, handsome gentleman, is that you have your own act, like whatever else it is, and it's separate from your jokes that didn't get past at the open mic. You know, you have your own act, but you can, at least that's something there. That's, it's a character. It's whatever you're presenting to everybody. But then you can also surprise them with having stuff other than, the jokes that you get past the open mic or whatever other videos you might be posting. But I definitely see that you have a step in the right direction. And I think you just need to build upon it, and I can see great things happening with you.
I like that.
Wow.
Words of wisdom from
Yeah.
Jeff
Wow,
Bosey. I
yes.
like that. Very impressive, Jeff
I
Bosey.
love
you,
that,
God.
Mr.
Very
Bosey.
nice.
Producer, elevator repairman, club manager. He's just everything, this guy.
Nothing he can't do.
No, he's a sharp dude, and he's right. I totally agree with him.
Well, there's a couple of things. Tony will play him out later. But other than that, I got to go. Love you all. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Jeff, thank you.
You
So-
know, he just reminded me of an example of another comedian that has been doing this a very long time. I didn't know anything about him. They asked me to host for him on the main stage on Valentine's Day.
Richie Byrne.
Rich
Aronovich.
Oh, he's great.
I love Richie.
And
Yes.
he was very welcoming, very friendly, and he has a pretty big name. I mean, he toured, he does all kinds
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Opens for Brewer regularly.
he
Yeah.
told me that what put him on the map was when during COVID, he couldn't perform.
Yeah.
So he started making these videos of
Those
him
dancing
dancing
videos.
in public spaces.
in like weird clothing
Public-
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
So
public
he would go
places.
out. So he said there was one that he said was like one of the first ones. It was like a Starbucks or a coffee shop where there was like windows, and he was outside the windows.
Yes.
And he was just dancing. And the funny was the dancing and the music he puts to it, but the people's reactions
Right.
to him. Then he was doing a cruise ship, and he would go out. They have the
Yeah.
shows late at night.
Yep.
During the day, he'd have the old fart sitting out there at the buffet, and he'd put on these wild '70s
Yes.
costumes with the chest hair hanging out and do these dances.
Yeah.
And all these videos started gaining traction, gaining speed. And he said after that, he almost has to try to forget about the dancing. Like he
Right.
said to me when I was hosting, just don't mention,
The
dancing,
Instagram reel
because
stuff.
when I went out there and I first introduced him, I said he's got moves off stage and he's got moves on stage, and
Yeah.
then when it came out, he's like, "That was great, thank you very much, but don't say it again."
Yeah.
Because there's some people out there that they love the dancing part so much
Yeah.
that he'll be on stage and people will call out, "Come on, let me see you dance." He's
Yeah,
like, "All
because his
right."
act is nothing
Yeah.
like that.
Nothing like
Right.
it.
Aronovich
But that's
has
what I
been
mean.
around
Like,
forever. He's a killer stand-up
Oh,
for years.
yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what, like you said, you know him, and like,
Yeah.
like what Bosey said, you have an act, and then say you have a different persona. They can coexist.
Yes.
And he's a perfect example of that.
So I met Aronovich through a couple of friends of mine, through Jessica Kirsten and through Danny Cohen years ago. And I remember when this happened during COVID, and he would be putting on these like little pink shorts, and he'd be doing all those dances. And I remember one of his friends, very early on in the process, wrote on his page, "Come on, Rich, you're better than this," like insulting him. And I think from that point on, he took it as a challenge to go ahead. Now he's got hundreds of thousands of
yeah.
followers. And yes, is it because of that stuff? Yes, it is. The difference is that there are so many of these acts that catch wind on social media, but then when they do time on stage, they can't do it. And Keegan and I talk about it all the time. We opened for a guy who asked us both to go longer because he couldn't do the 40 minutes. The difference is you can do the time. you'll be able to do the time. So if you have both of these things going concurrently, I'm telling you, man, people are going to buy your persona. And your persona is this tall, redheaded, freckled, funny guy with this quirky little personality. I'm telling you, man, run with it.
Yeah, well, thank you. But you made a good point. Like, eventually I'd like to think I'd be able to fill the time. Like, that's really the big goal. Like, people ask me what I want to do with the stand-up. I just, I feel like any stand-up goal, like, I want to have an hour of, like, airtight stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's,
right.
but, making the Instagram videos, sometimes you get distraction on that a little bit. But, yeah, you got to keep that in mind because you're right. If I don't have an act, then what's the point of get blown up online?
Look at how many people there are trying to do this just in this immediate area, right?
Yeah.
Now you have to take that statewide and then region-wide. And then there's so many people that are funny that become undiscovered, and it could just be that you're lost in the shuffle, or you don't get the right break, or you don't look a certain way, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to break through the clutter, like in business, like in anything else. There's something about you that stands out.
Right.
And you just because you never know what they're looking for.
And it's not always the funniest person.
Right.
No, I would say it's definitely not the funniest person based on what we're seeing on social media.
Like I've seen here in the clubs where, and I get it. I mean, I'm a business person myself. As far as James, the owner, is concerned, I don't care if you get up there and you fart out of your butt and you have a chicken next to you. If you're going to sell this room out.
Oh, that's next Thursday.
Yes,
actually.
yes.
Yeah.
If you're going to sell the club out Friday 2 shows, Saturday 2 shows, right? And then a month later sell out the brokerage twice. You do whatever the fuck you want. Sell your sweatshirts outside on the street. But these guys, a lot of times it turns into like a Q&A.
Right.
And I'm like.
Yeah, the chicken farter does that a lot. The
Q&A,
it
turns into like a weird session, or you get these women that are obsessed with that, like Lisa Marie. And yes, I do think has her moments, and she has she built that niche. God bless her, good for her.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Yeah.
But when she's up on stage, I mean, you get these women that are just fangirling because they want to hear her say, like, mind your biz, whatever she says. I don't know what she says, something like that.
When she was here just a few months ago, I mean, this place was
gets
nuts.
packed. On a Sunday afternoon, she can
Yes.
sell out the place to the moms. So whatever it is, if that's what it is, you're going to get the time in the club if you have it. And it's just a matter of, like I said, breaking through the clutter and having something unique about it.
Yes.
So
Who gives a shit if we think they're funny?
right.
Absolutely.
Now you're in the laugh off now.
I got eliminated.
You got
is so
eliminated.
fucking
Oh, boy.
Yep.
You gotta what?
Well,
And that
hold
guy
on.
that you think the guy that you
Yes.
think
Yeah.
you had the fight with and it was
Yes.
the wrong guy, he's
Yes.
still in it.
The laugh off.
McGowan?
Listen, we all know that there's different reasons why people win in crowds. So I don't think Greg needs to think for 1 second
No.
that was any reflection on his comedy.
No. Like, everyone's been telling me, like, I thought, like, the first round this year, I had an okay set. Like, whatever. It was the first round, I moved on. The second round, I thought I definitely had the best set of the night. But, that's okay. Like you said, it's not all about, like we just said, we're just saying it's not all about the comedy thing. Like, part of the laugh up is the bringer thing.
Exposure, bringer, yeah.
Well, we could beat up Truson for you if you want.
No, it's okay. I don't like. Truce needs to make his money. I don't know what he like. I understand. It's like the club needs to make their money, and like we said, Lisa Marie can do whatever she wants. It fills the place.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a little unfair to maybe have that like as a category in the laugh off because none of us are people who are bringing strangers in. You're just asking us to sell out our friends and family to come in. But I get it. I mean, they want the room to be filled for the finals.
Yeah, but do you want to bring your friends and family to see 13, 14, 15 comics back to back to back to back? Anywhere, forget governor, anywhere. I mean, it's like they're exhausted, and then they may never come again.
But really, I just wanted to do a set in the main room in front of James, and now that I got eliminated, I won't be able to do that, which is the thing that's, I think, most upsetting, outside of winning it or anything, or having to bring people, like... that's the opportunity I've been like looking for a year and a half now, at least like at the club, which is, it's you guys know it's hard to get in here sometimes, and I hang out a little bit. Maybe
It's hard to get in here all the time.
Wait, have you done Thursdays and Sundays on the main stage?
No, I have not yet to get up on the main stage. That's all right though. I got a Thursday show in the Giggle Room. They had a Giggle Room fundraiser one night, but I'll get there eventually.
Have you talked to James at all?
I say hi and goodbye when I see him.
Okay.
No, but do you
that's
hang out
actually
at the
huge.
bar and like wait to see if you can get a spot?
Yeah, I'll come hang out on Thursday, hang out in the bar area, and if it doesn't work, then yeah, I usually just hang out in the bar, I guess. There's been times I'll come hang out in the back room, especially if there's 2 shows going on, and I'll be in this hallway. I won't go in the green room, but hang out. But I don't know. There's a lot of people who need to get fed. There's a lot of people who are funnier than me too. They've been doing it a little longer.
But there's a lot of people that are in there that are not nearly as funny as you.
I think I agree.
And I'm sorry, I have to say,
It's we're funnier or not, it is time that I think he's kind of earned it. It's time that he gets a little time.
And you know what? I scratch that, reverse it. I think that there should be more variety.
Sure.
Because I'm not quite the judge of it, because I see the same people say the same things all the time, as do you. How many times am I going to think anybody's act is all that funny when you've seen it 10 times? You're not. Yes, you appreciate it. Yes, you know it's funny because you hear the laughs, but are you going to laugh that hard every time? No.
Right.
So when you're in there and you hear the same shit, look, I think Sean Brown is hilarious.
Yeah.
But I've heard him do Flamingo Road a million times. I love it, but I'm not going to laugh anymore. And I think he would think it's weird if I was like, like you'd be like, what's wrong with you?
And there's also a void for tall, freckled redheads. They don't have one, so I think it's time to fill the role.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Well, thank you, Mark. Yeah, that's what
We
we're
do
hoping
need
for.
our token redhead.
You got to let us know when you're up there, that top ruffle curtain that nobody else can see, if it needs a little cleaning.
Okay.
All right.
That's like Roach. He's always like, is that asbestos? Roach? Yeah.
I saw him perform in the Giggle Room one night, and he obviously closed out the show, and it was hot to begin with. This poor man, he was so tall that the light was like, the top light was like here. He was baking so badly.
You talking about Roach?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
It was like he was in a rotisserie. He wanted to take a group shot after. He's like, I can't right now. You got to give me a minute. He had to go in the back, like rinse off his head. He was a mess.
His meat scarf was so.
Oh my God. He had like this blanket. He was going like this. I was like, oh my God, we're killing Roach. His height is killing him tonight.
That's great.
The first time I ever took a picture with Roach, 2010, I guess I started. I posted a picture. It was me and Roach, but I cut off his head, so it just looked like that he was too big to fit into it. And he texted me. He's like, "Dude, this is the funniest fucking thing ever." I still have the picture. He's a good man.
Yeah, he's funny.
Dude, yeah, go ahead. Tom.
go ahead, go ahead.
Please. You have 65 pages of notes.
Listen. You give him. You wanted to play the game.
Yes, that's where I
what's
was.
the
That's where I
game?
was going. So we have. I know what you're referring
Do
to.
whichever one you want.
But I have. Well, so there is another one.
I didn't know about
We
the other
have.
one.
No, I didn't. Yeah, he did very well.
And he had.
He did very well.
And he had a lot of pun also.
Well, there you go. So based on your pun challenge, like, do you have others? Like, could you challenge Frem to right now, or is? Do you have others? Like, could you challenge Frem to right now, or is that, or was that something that you only did the one
I
time?
don't know if that's reasonable to put him on a spot with a pun challenge.
Well,
That's what you're asking.
But that's
you're
what I'm saying.
asking.
If he's, he might already have some in his head,
Yeah.
and if so, can we hear it? Otherwise, we can move on. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I got more. I mean, that
Okay,
thing
that's
I wrote,
totally fine.
I just wrote that out because I was tired of doing. I was looking for a new joke at open mic, and I was like, "This might be silly," and then I did it, and everyone was like, "That was weird," but it was kind of
Oh, it was
funny.
weird, but I loved it.
Yeah, so then I started to make a video about it.
And the ending too. I thought the ending was great.
I
Yeah.
don't know this one.
Oh yeah, it's very funny. I thought it was very funny. I found myself. It's what, like 8 different.
Yeah, it's like 8 puns.
Like he challenges you as the viewer to come up with the pun before, as he's telling you a story, come up with the next pun.
Oh. Okay.
And I found myself getting involved, and I'm like, and I was actually yelling at my phone. Then gum guy, but and then the ending, I should have seen it coming, and I didn't, and I thought it was genius. But
Well,
yeah,
thank
it's
you.
it's on
Okay.
Instagram.
I mean, well, what would this game entail? Like you just want me to come up with a pun on the spot?
Yeah, and see if he can come up, like basically do that video.
do the video.
But I didn't, like I said, I didn't know if you had other puns in your head already that you could hit him with. No, that's fine, no problem. I just thought I'd try.
And Tony's version involves taking your pants off too, so we're not even going to go there. We're not doing that. There's
yeah,
no
I
need
mean-
for it.
Yeah, well, I do that when Rosie's here.
Yeah.
I do that.
I know, and then
Obviously,
and then I open up my
yeah.
eyes, and everybody else still has their pants on, and
Yeah.
I don't. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She saw my balls.
What's the? All right, we're not doing that.
I did.
What's the second game?
I'll
Okay.
never be the same.
The second game, Rosie has.
I think it was a ball, by the way, not balls, but anyway.
was just
Well,
one.
it was.
Yeah.
It was just the left one.
Yeah.
Yes. And she's been friendlier to me ever since.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a game that Rosie's played. It's a game you have played.
Yeah.
It's a game that we've played on your show. Greg Cassiano, are you familiar with the name Stephen Colbert?
Sure.
Did you ever watch his show?
Yep.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Colbert questionnaire?
Oh, I kind of forget.
All right.
My late grandmother used to have this on for us when we were young. She would like to watch it, but
All right. Well, since the show has gone off the air, we have stolen this bit,
okay.
and we now call it the Walk Hair questionnaire.
Okay.
It's a series of questions. There's no right or wrong. It's really just to help us get to know
To
you.
get along.
Just
Yeah.
a series
Dr.
of questions.
Seuss all of a sudden?
That's it.
What's happening here?
All right. So are you willing to take the Walk Hair questionnaire?
Let's do it.
All right. Question number 1. What is, Greg Cassiano, what is the best sandwich?
Best sandwich. We're talking cold cuts or like hot?
Anything
Whatever
you want.
Great
Any sandwich.
Cassiano thinks.
Oh man.
Again, no right or wrong. It's however you see it.
I mean, this is what they call it in my town. I think like a chicken bacon bomber. You guys have this? The chicken cutlet, bacon, cheddar, Russian dressing.
Yeah, they have it at
Something
Fred's Deli in
simple.
Levittown. It's a killer. They don't call it the bomber, but it's a killer sandwich.
Yeah.
It's a great answer.
I'm sure there's a lot
Thank
of
you.
bombs after that.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you own that you really should throw out? Now, keep in mind, it doesn't have to be a physical object. It could be like a trait. Anything. Anything. See, there it is, the walk air questionnaire.
I love
how
it.
about that? Geez. I mean, for some reason, I own 2 guitars. 'Cause I thought maybe I'd be one of those guys for a while. But I'm not. Like, I got the guitars. People in college, like my roommates had them, and girls would love it. So I was like, I got to learn. And yeah, it's not working for me. So
right.
maybe the guitars.
So you have some guitars at home, so you think you want to throw them out?
Maybe. Or it's just like, I'm like now.
Sell them or get rid of one of them.
Well, yeah, now when girls come over, well, I have my girlfriend, but when she first started coming over, she would be like, "Can you play me a song?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Now when girls come over, my girlfriend gets pissed.
You know what Chris Roach does? He plays just like he learned how to play the beginning of one song just to make like he does know how to play.
I mean, there's one
And
song I
then
know the beginning of. I
You,
mean,
you
should
can
I-
always do
Yes,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
Do
absolutely.
it.
Am I a horrible mother that I actually say to my son, "You have to continue practicing your guitar because you're gonna love it later on when the ladies love it."
I
Yes.
think that's
No, he will be
perfect.
thanking you.
I know,
He
but
will
if
be
it's-
thanking
I
you at
say
some
that.
point.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the song I play for girls when they come over.
When they used to come over.
When they used to come over, or
Yeah.
my girlfriend.
Oh, I love this little Jack Johnson.
Yep, that's it. And
Very impressive.
then they
love
usually
that.
go, "Oh, great," and then no, they don't. But
I thought that was that was like Jones Beach 2 weeks ago with Jack Johnson.
I did you cool.
That was excellent.
Very impressive.
Oh, guys,
See that?
I'm flattered
Look
again.
at all. See, this is why
Many
we like the game.
talents.
We get to learn about.
Yeah,
people.
we
get to
Right,
learn
learn
about
exactly. All right. Actually, speaking of music, what was your first concert?
In high school, we went to the Billboard Festival at Jones Beach. I think I saw one of the first people we saw was Waka Flocka. I think he did that song "Look Ma No Hands." I said,
Yeah.
Okay.
But then the first rock concert I went to was the Foo Fighters.
Nice.
That's a
Great
You
answer.
mean the Foo Fighters, you mean?
The Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
The Foo Fighters. what am I saying?
There's a Christopher Walken SNL thing with Foo Fighters, he says.
Oh, yeah. Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters are terrific live.
Yes.
Yeah, they were
Yes,
great.
are.
Terrific.
David
Yep.
Grohl's
Yeah.
an animal. It was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I like how you said animal. That's the next question. What is the scariest animal?
The scariest animal. I just any bug that I can't name. It really freaks me out.
Okay.
You know, I'm not good with the bugs. Whatever. I roommate with Steve Mazzo's another comic, and the other day I had to knock on his door to kill a bug for me. I can't do it. Yeah.
Apples or oranges?
Apples.
Okay.
Easier to eat.
And with conviction, you said that. So does that mean you
Yeah.
don't like oranges?
I just the peeling of the oranges, it's just an extra step. Your hands get all, you get the orangey under your fingernails.
Yeah.
and,
Can't eat peanut butter on an orange.
You can't eat,
Yeah.
and I'm a big
That's
peanut butter
true.
guy. Peanut butter is a
too.
big part of my diet, honestly.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat the
Yep.
peanut butter pretzels pretty much every day.
Do you
Wow.
like Uncrustables?
Yeah, I like an Uncrustable. I never buy them just because it feels childish to own them for me. Like I don't.
I'm 49.
Yeah.
Okay, well you got kids at home too. That's
No,
your
he
excuse.
doesn't eat
No,
them.
he's allergic.
He doesn't
at
like
least,
jellies.
at least in the house,
Yeah.
When you're buying it, they see the son with her, so
Yeah,
they think
I
you're
bring
buying
them
it,
with
yeah.
me. I
Right.
do.
Yes.
So Rosie
Like-
buys the Trader Joe's version so she doesn't feel as childish.
Yes.
It feels a little bit
They have
more.
a little extra protein.
Yeah.
But if you just see me buying just that and like frozen chicken wings, you're like, is this guy okay? This guy.
Typical bachelor.
Yeah.
Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
No, I did talk to Tim Dillon I went to see Tim Dillon on Tuesday, and I tried to talk to him, which was a mistake. I felt embarrassed.
Yeah.
And
Where was that? Paramount?
he performed at Gotham Comedy Club on
Oh.
Tuesday with Normand. I
Oh,
went
wow.
to use the bathroom. He was in the lobby. So I was like, approached him. I was like, hey, Tim, just want to let you know I'm an amateur on Long Island and everyone still talks about you. He was like, oh, that's great, man. I was like, hey, do you know John Ziegler? And then he just turned away. I was like, all right. Okay.
Wow.
So, but I didn't,
Well, I've driven him in my car multiple times, and if I saw him, he would do that to me as well. So don't feel badly.
Yeah.
In the car.
No autograph, but yeah, that's one famous person I've talked to.
I have a great Tim Dillon story if we have time after.
Yeah? All right.
Go ahead.
What do you think happens when we die?
Just go to the great gig in the sky, baby, right? You know?
Ooh, good answer.
Yeah.
Comedy gig? All right, anyway.
See, he says things like that's all he has to say.
it.
And I'm at, last time I saw him was at the Red Zone.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And you know what the Red Zone shows can be like, right? So he's up there, and he gets up there, and he does this thing, and he says, I don't know, he said, I forget the joke, but one of the lines in the joke, he says, I play heads up, 7-up. Like that game you used to play when you were a kid in school with the substitute teacher.
Yeah. Or with the regular teacher.
And he does this whole bit about, like, what's with the fact that teachers, you could just sub them out. Like, you can't just sub out police officers. And he does this thing.
It's a great bit.
I was laughing like I was at a Chris Rock show.
Yeah.
And I have that goat laugh. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Rosie, stop being so obnoxiously loud.
Right.
But he, in my opinion, stole the show. And it's because he says things like that.
Right.
Well, thank you.
The big gig in the sky.
The great gig in the sky.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd.
And
It's
they're not
one of
over
their
the
songs.
top, they're not over the top.
Hey, Grandma,
like
sick titties,
overly-
Grandma.
Yeah, overly thought out,
Right.
contrived.
Yep.
Hey, St. Peter.
To be able to say that
It's like a
naturally.
natural
Hey, Aunt Tammy,
ability.
sick titties.
That's a talent. Yeah.
Like you always talk about, yes, likability is something you either are or you aren't.
Yeah.
Stage presence is something you can learn a little bit about, but you either have it or you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being funny when you're on stage, and I'm stealing this from Herschmann, you can kind of see through somebody being funny on stage after a while, that it's like scripted jokes that, yes, anybody could tell a good joke and get a laugh on stage.
Yeah.
But can that person later on in the car on the way home or at the bar or at the diner, are they going to naturally make everybody at the table laugh and
Right.
be involved? And because that's the natural funny. And I think over time, if you don't have that natural funny, the jokes aren't going to work anymore.
Well, so it's
I agree.
interesting. That's a
Totally
great
agree.
point. And something that sometimes frustrates me is when I see comics that I don't find funny do well on stage, and it's usually because I think the audience isn't that intelligent, that they're laughing at someone doing shticky stuff, which I don't find funny. That's not my brand of comedy. But a lot of these social media stars do all their wacky shit, and then they do it on stage, and audience. But a real tried and true comedy audience will feel the real funny. They'll feel the likability. Aside from my late dad, Buddy Hackett, who I don't know if you know who that is, but Buddy Hackett, who I don't know if your parents will know who that is. They're probably younger than me also. But Buddy Hackett was a comedian that was in the 50s, 60s, and 70s who has an unmatched likability. And the first time I ever saw him was when my father started showing me VHS tapes of him in Atlantic City. And there's a bit that he does, and there's a mafia guy in front of him and his wife sitting there. And Buddy Hackett starts doing a joke about her boobs. And he's like, one of those tits is just going to pop right out. And you can tell that if it was a comic who was a real douchebag, that the guy would have been pissed and the woman, but the guy couldn't even breathe. He was laughing so hard because he has this adorable little way about him that is just, you can't teach it. So you're going to always get away with sick titties and you're going to get away with it forever.
Because he doesn't look like a creep, and because he's...
And he doesn't portray as a creep.
And you're like under the radar and you're unassuming.
Yeah, and not being a douchebag. If you're going to just be that, if you self-deprecate on stage, that's a killer right there. You self-deprecate, they're buying into you. Mm-hmm. And you also have a nice demeanor about you, so...
Obviously, I'm in physics. You have a brain.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
They threw me right out of that class.
It's hard class.
Favorite action movie?
My dad made me watch this over and over again as growing up, but the original Point Break movie.
Oh,
sure.
that was
Whoa,
on the
dude,
Oh
that's
my
a
God,
fucking
that's a
killer
great
pick.
movie.
Yeah, that's the
Actually-
chase scenes.
And that's not a typical go-to.
No, actually,
Point Break.
that's what I was about to say. A lot of people have picked that when I asked
Really?
this. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Great movie.
The dead presidents and
the original. They specifically point out the original. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, there was
yeah.
another one?
What's that?
Well, they did a
Yeah, they
remake that was
remade it.
garbage.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the same thing. One of my
But
favorite
the
movies.
Swayze Keanu Reeves is the original.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, they
I'm
did
like-
recently. Within the past few years, they did another one.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Jake Gyllenhaal? Was that who it was?
They changed his name to Gyllenhaal, for the movie. No, Jake Gyllenhaal, his name is.
Whatever.
But I don't even
Like
know
it
what it was.
matters.
I won't watch the movies. Like
I don't even remember
my
what was in
favorite
it.
movie from back in the 80s was a movie called Red Dawn, also with Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
And they did a remake a few years ago, and it was an atrocity. Like there's just certain. I don't think you can really remake
Right.
a great movie, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I
That's
agree.
fair.
Yeah.
Window or aisle?
I like the aisle. I like the spread my legs, but I will say, I took a flight recently, and it was American Airlines, and I had I didn't pick a seat, so they gave me one at random, and they gave me an extra room seat, but it was the first row behind business class, and so in front of me there was only one chair. It was to the wall, and I was sitting next to somebody, so I was just looking straight down the first class aisle like the whole time. It felt like, being like a cuck for first class or something. I don't know. It felt very, very weird. I wouldn't do that again. But but I like the aisle in general.
Yes.
All right.
Favorite and least favorite smells?
Favorite? I think I like, I mean, who doesn't like the smell of your mother's cooking, right? That's a good one.
Oh, that's so nice.
Guess
That
her
is
mom's
nice.
watching, yeah. And,
Yeah. She's not.
Yeah, she's not.
No.
I'm sorry, Tony. But my least favorite smell, I mean, everyone's probably said this, but it's one of the worst smells I think is when someone's got bad breath, because you also can't get out of it sometimes. You have to just keep taking it.
Yeah, stank breath is the worst.
Yeah.
It's just it's offensive and it makes you angry.
Yeah, it makes and
It makes you angry.
Yeah.
Exercise, is it worth it?
I mean, no. I mean, look at Marc. He's very successful. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, that's not cool.
It's a collegiate athlete here you got there, dude. Come on.
No, I'm sorry, but
No, don't be sorry. That was awesome.
We love that.
Cats or dogs?
I like dogs better, but I would rather own a cat.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer.
Because dogs are a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just from the simplicity of being able to go away for 3 days and not worrying about the animal, is that why?
Yeah, I feel like a cat's almost like furniture. You just put it in your house.
Yeah,
and-
Rosie does it all the time. Her
yeah.
cat just runs free. They're in Italy for 2 weeks. No one
Yeah.
gives a
I
fuck
come
about
home, the
it.
cat looks at me, gives me the finger, I give
That's
her
it.
the finger, and then I move on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Most used app on your phone?
I mean, I hate to say this. I'm a physics teacher. Everyone always expects me just to crunch numbers quickly, but I need my calculator a lot. I'm a big take the calculator out.
Excellent.
That's fine. All right, 4 more questions. Earliest memory?
Earliest memory.
Come on, you're 10 years old. How hard can this be?
That's
Yeah.
a really hard question.
Is it?
Did you ask me that question? I mean, I know what mine was. I fell out of a car when I was 5 years old. But that do you have one? Do you have?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I remember. I guess I remember a big fall. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's
have
not a
to
very
be a
funny
meaning.
story. Yeah, I fell one time, sliced my chin open.
Oh.
Yeah.
that was. Yeah, it was probably 3 or 4 as my babysitters, but
Okay.
I might have a memory of who knows if memory's real or not. I think I have these memories of running around
Are
as
all
a baby.
these first memories traumatic? Is that what it is?
All my memories as a kid were traumatic because I was injured all the time, and then when I fell out of the car was a big thing. When my father
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
realize that I'd rolled out of the back seat until he got 4 blocks down on Du Bois Avenue in Valley Stream. My parents were going to Atlantic City for the weekend, and they were taking him to my aunt's. And at the time, I didn't realize that my father was just happy that he was horn dog and he was ready to fucking go, work my mom over. And then I fucked it up by falling out of the car. And do you know that they got me cleaned up and they still brought me to my aunt's house? They still went. Yeah,
Wow.
rolled right out of the car. 4, 5 blocks he went and didn't realize that I fell out of the back seat.
Why'd
And
you
my
roll
face
out?
was all fucked up.
I found a dog that happened to.
Yeah, that was me.
A
Little short little Jew
I saw
dog.
a little Jewish Maltese in
Yeah,
the snow
that was
going
me.
like this, and I'm walking in Long Beach. I picked up the dog. I found the number. I called the number, and a guy answered, and he said, "What do you mean you have the dog?" I said, "I found the dog in the middle." What do you mean? He's with
Yeah.
my wife and my daughter.
Yeah.
Hold on. He said, "I'll call you right
Wasn't-
back." The dog jumped out. They had all these groceries from Costco. They must have left the window open. The dog jumped out. They didn't even know.
Didn't care.
They had no idea.
That actually happened to me, not in a car, at our house. I'm sitting on my couch. I'm scrolling through Facebook, and there it is. One of those, each town has its own page, Yeah. So one of the Hicksville pages. Anybody know whose dog this is? It's like, man, that looks like my dog. And I'm like, holy shit,
Cookie?
Yeah. Well, Petey.
Yeah.
So I yelled to my wife, yelled to my kids. Is Petey in the house? And nobody knew where. It was like, I think.
No, he's on Facebook.
Well, that's the thing. And I look at the comments. People are like, where'd you find this dog? And it was just right down the block.
Right, but
I'm like,
still,
son
that's
of a bitch,
far enough when you're a dog.
But when I saw the street, I was like, yeah, that's our dog. And
Yeah.
and then I wrote, sorry, that's my dog. I'll come get him. And then people blasted me. Oh, you let your dog out. You suck. You're a bad owner. Okay, I know. Thanks.
A little tip: if you ever find a dog
That's what
missing
I have,
in
yes.
Levittown, people when your dog is missing in Levittown, these fucking people don't give a shit. Like I've brought missing dogs in Levittown back at least 10 times, and they're like, "All right, thanks." Like they don't give a fuck. Like they could give two shits.
Yeah, well, obviously, if it happened to you 10 times alone.
And I've been here 22 years. I have brought dogs to people's homes, and it's never like, "Oh my God, you tulip, you're back!" Like never. No one's ever happy. They're like, "Oh, we didn't know. The gardener must have left the fence open." It's like a fucking suicide conversation.
Yeah.
They don't give any fucks at all that the dog's back.
All right.
So thank God Petey's back.
Not really.
Yeah.
You get one song to listen to for the rest of your life, not a continuous loop. Just whenever you put on music, it's this song. What is it?
The Great Gig in the Sky. No. One of my favorite songs ever is "Float On" by Modest Mouse. You know,
I love that song.
I don't know that, but I know
like-
who Modest Mouse is.
It's a good song.
Yeah, is it?
You know
Okay.
Float On if you know Modest Mouse.
Okay.
It's just
Like-
you don't know it by the name, but
Probably,
you know
yes.
the song.
Okay.
And it's a great song.
All right. What number am I thinking of?
I'll be the young guy. 6, 7.
Incorrect. That's wrong. All right. Last question.
Do you change the number up every time you ask that question? By the way.
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh,
You didn't tell me what it was out of though.
Was it
And I'm
eight?
not going to.
Was it
Okay.
eight?
was
No.
it 9?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Describe the rest of your life in 5 words. It could be a sentence or it could be 5 separate words.
Interesting. Those don't count. Do they? Okay. Jeez. How about full? Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully. Sexy.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully.
It's a given, really. Yeah.
Oh, Marc.
I think Mark just hit on you. I'm not really sure.
First it was Rosie, now Marc. But
Yeah.
no, and then Jeff called and was
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jeff's a given. Yeah.
Hopefully exciting. Hopefully funny again. Like to keep doing comedy. And let's even think of a big one. What's a big word? Hopefully I'm indefatigable. Indefatigable?
So you had a
wow.
stroke in one of the words.
Yeah. Hopefully
Wow.
that
That was impressive right there.
I actually thought of an answer to that question, by the way. Not that you asked me, but for some reason, just me being the
Which
sissy-
one? The 5 words?
Yeah.
Well, I did ask you once.
I know, but I don't know if I answered it. But I just, in my mind, the sissy girl that I am, I just thought of loving hard, making people laugh.
Oh, loving hard, making people.
That's
wow.
good. That's
Okay.
good, Marc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I changed my answer.
Yeah. And I wanted to do infallible.
So, all right. So, Fremder says, Rosie, your goat laugh because you're Greek. I don't know what that means.
He's not Greek.
Greek.
And
Fremder.
That's Peter Anthony. That's Greek.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's so.
You mean that guy?
I thought he was
yeah.
part Greek.
yes. This was my Halloween mask.
That's scary. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do it. Oh, have you?
Rosie, don't be a fucking hooer. Peter's coming in Monday, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Peter and Don Sill.
Wait, who's
on
your
Monday.
usual? What about
Francesca.
Pavligalan?
Yeah, she'll be here.
Oh, okay.
She'll be here. She's Don is coming. Well, actually, they're both coming because all 3 of them are filming. The 3 of them have a brief cameo in the film.
Wow.
So they're going to be here, and then they're going to go outside and film.
I
their
think I have a
scenes.
cameo coming up at some point. I believe
You do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's.
It's not Monday. I know that.
No, We've actually had a few different parts in mind for you.
No, me and Don had talked about it. The Michelle Fox husband.
Yes.
And I think it's a home run.
I love the idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I had some ideas. I even texted him some ideas of some sentences that I wanted to say. Lines. Is that how you say it?
Lines. Yeah. I'm gonna. Don might disagree, but I might take credit for that because originally it was supposed to be Joe DeVito.
Okay.
And Joe had said yes, and then basically every date we gave him, he said no. And then I believe it was me that said, all right, this has Herschmann written all over it.
Oh, I can do that. And I don't like the idea of acting. I'm not an actor, but I can do that role, though.
Really? You don't even like the idea of acting?
It's just not my thing.
Really?
But
I just assume everybody that comes through this building has some kind of acting aspiration.
Zero.
You know, Tom Cotter said that to me, too. He has no desire to act whatsoever.
Well, me and Tom are very similar as far as our careers, as far as what we preach. Yeah.
He just loves doing comedy.
Yeah.
You're dying to say
I have all
something.
sorts of things in my head right now
Yeah.
about this film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good or bad?
No, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I've been showing the picture all week of you and Don filming at your house that day.
It was a lot of fun. It was a wonderful experience. We have one more scene to do, but we need a place.
Oh, you didn't do both scenes that day?
I did the bedroom scene.
Yeah.
And we did the throwing him out.
So
What is all this? It's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. So what's the third? What's the one you
Third
haven't
is
done yet?
he wants me to do a scene where I'm in a comedy club.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we're working on right. Yeah, that's right.
But
He
we
did
need
tell
a
me
space.
that. Right. Yes. Yes.
Which is very ironic because we're in a comedy club.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
But I think he has to do one of me doing well on stage and then one doing
not so well.
terribly.
Right. So yeah, we're working on that.
Oh no,
yes.
it's not. That's the other.
Oh no, that's
part.
no. One of you just just having
one
a
of
good
me
night.
just like
just
in the
on stage.
background, and then I probably come off and tell him he's got a little dick and he's an
Right.
asshole and you didn't give me enough stage time and go fuck yourself.
Right. Yep.
That's my part. I
All
get to
right.
be such an asshole. So good.
Oh, it's a great
Oh,
part.
it's so funny.
John Rusciello. So we finally figured out what's wrong with Herschmann. He fell out of a car. That explains
Right.
everything.
And drove my bicycle into a parked car. I have stitches all over my chin.
I did
have
that.
Yeah.
I didn't need stitches, but I rode into a moving car.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are really bright.
Oh yeah. We're idiots.
Let's talk to the smart guy
I
in
mean,
the room, please.
I rode a skateboard into a car one time. so
Oh,
I don't know
never
about
mind.
that.
forget it.
Take
Yep.
it back.
Yeah.
It's even worse. When is your next show? What are you up to? What are you looking forward to? What is your goal for the end of this year on stage?
Answer all those questions.
It's all related. It's all related.
Yeah, my next show, I think I got a show this Saturday. Kevin Lenahan and Steve Rocker are doing a fundraiser for one of Kevin Lenahan's buddies who just committed suicide. Rest in
Oh,
Oh my
peace.
God.
So, yeah, I mean, hopefully we just raise a lot of money and it's a good night for everybody involved. Yeah, it's coming up this Saturday. Outside of that, I think I just got put on a Butera show for a few weeks, and I got really nothing else for the lineup big for the summer. I'm in the St. Mark's contest. I need to get 3 people next Thursday. You guys available? Never mind.
Where is it?
St. Mark's.
Oh, in the city?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm just teasing. But I got that coming on. Other big things, yeah. I just want to keep posting. I'm looking to start a new open mic with Victoria Hughes. We're working with the guys down at the Cleaners, and what was your last question? Oh, my goal.
What is your goal? What do you want to accomplish for yourself?
I'd like to, before the end of the year, get on an independent show in the city, just like as evidence that I'm like actually branching out and making the right connections.
Not the one you have to pay to be in?
Yeah, not the one. I'm just hoping some guy puts me on a local random bar show somewhere in the city somewhere. That would be cool.
All right.
That's
I think
a
it's
reasonable goal.
I mean, it's reasonable.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're shooting a little lower than you
Yeah.
Well,
than you're gonna get to.
Well, hopefully. Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna say put out a special or anything. I know people have big aspirations sometimes, but nah, just or
In
get up here.
time. In time.
Yeah, in time.
Oh,
All right.
before we about to say goodbye, he had to get the call in. Hello, sir.
Mark, I just want to, if you're listening, Mark, I just want to say that comment was only a joke, Mark. I don't
loved
mean
it.
anything.
I loved it.
I don't mean anything derogatory about you, Mark. I love you.
I love you too,
All right,
buddy. I
so-
loved it. It gave me a good chuckle.
Okay,
Well
so
done. Well done.
I don't want you to be offended by anything I say.
Never. Nothing.
Any-
Never. You can never offend me.
John, is today the day?
Today's the day. Well, it's tomorrow, but
Oh, okay.
I got to, unfortunately, doctor's orders. I can't leave till the 22nd because they took the CAT scan and To make a long story short, I can't leave till the 22nd. He doesn't want me to travel until the 22nd.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's the bottom line. But I'm definitely coming. It's a go. But unfortunately,
take care of yourselves.
We have to put back the date.
Take care of yourself so it doesn't get pushed back anymore.
What is this? The Pennsylvania trip for John? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Awesome.
Dawn and I are spending the rest of the summer in Pennsylvania.
I love it.
Very
Because
nice.
she can't take the heat.
Yeah.
She's getting old and she can't take the heat.
Stop sitting on
And
it.
what about you with the heat, John?
Well, it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, the cold, the heat doesn't bother me. It is what it is. But she's suffering. It's been a very bad summer here.
Yeah.
I think you guys. I don't know if you realize it. Yeah. Listen, you've had
I've heard
bad weather up there too. But it's been in the hundreds here. Almost every day, and the humidity has been in the 90s and stuff. So she decided she's going to work from home and spend the rest of the summer in Pennsylvania.
Now, you guys have family
in
there,
the
right? Is that
Poconos,
right?
in the mountains where it's nice and cool.
Good.
Oh, one of my coworkers was just there this past weekend, and she said it was so nice, and especially in the evenings, it was a complete difference from even where we are here on the island. So I'm sure you'll enjoy that.
Yeah. Well, no, we had a house there for years and years and years, and when I first got sick, we sold it, and we were in a community called the Hideout, which it's called. It was nicknamed New York's in the mountains, because every New Yorker had a house up there. If you were a civil servant or
so it was like
for
witness
utility
protection
company.
program, basically, is what you're saying. Right?
Exactly right. Yeah. So we have a nice little place. My nephew has a mother-in-law suite in his house, and we're staying there. So it's going to be nice.
Whereabouts in PA? If you don't mind me asking, John.
Hopefully, I can come down and visit Knockin' Dead Comedy.
You better.
Amazing. Whereabouts in PA, John?
It's called Lakeville. It's right by Lake Wallawampack.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's only a couple hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours away from here, probably.
I'm thinking closer to 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I lived in Long Island, we used to go to my house almost every weekend and spend vacations there. From when I lived in Patchogue, it was 3.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's about right.
Patchogue,
3 hours.
Yeah, Patchogue's at 30 to 45 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So take care of yourself so you can get your ass over there.
I'll let you go. It's time to go, and love you guys. And good luck, young man, on your comedy career.
Thank you
I've
very
heard
much.
a lot of great things about you.
I'm very flattered. Thank you.
All right, pal. All right. Mark, I love you.
I love you,
Tony,
buddy. Feel good,
Rosie, Rosie, you're the best as always.
Thank you.
And Tony, I want you to do me a great favor and suck an egg.
Yes.
All right, he's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a show tomorrow night in McGuire's, is it? Very nice. Cool. With
They just keep adding people. You might be on the show next time I open up my messages.
Keegan's in it, so there's no.
Keegan's in it now. Terry McNeely is in it. Tyler Noble was added to the show.
Tyler
I'm
Noble.
hosting, so I'm just going to go up and then just.
Schlesinger, Jeff Schaefer, a whole bunch. No, good. That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
Very nice.
It was a late show. Now it's moved earlier. So.
Oh, very nice. Good. Good. And don't forget, July 24th, one night only, Chris Monty, Goomba Johnny at the Brokerage with our very own Marc David Herschmann. And you're hosting that as well, right?
I am a host. I am a host lately, and I love it.
That's great. Yeah, that's very cool.
It's good experience because
Yep.
it's not the easiest, but.
Yeah, so for that show, I mean, so we had Johnny Goomba and Monty on my show the other night.
Johnny Goomba.
Johnny Goomba. I think that show's going to sell out, Tony. So if anyone who wants to go, govs.com. It's me, Monty, Rosie, Goomba, Johnny, and it's going to be a pretty solid show, I think.
Very
Looking
nice.
forward to it. Yeah.
Let's see what else. Knock 'em Dead Comedy. We're going to be at McGuire's in October 30th, doing an 80s themed murder mystery. Because it's the night before Halloween, we're going to have a costume contest. So wear your 80s gear.
I love that.
Anything you feel
That's
like
my
wearing.
favorite holiday. I might have to do that.
That would be great.
Yeah.
December 12th, Knock 'em Dead Comedy will be at the Brokerage doing a holiday-themed murder mystery show.
Awesome.
So with a mob theme as well. So come join us for that. And speaking of the clubs, what do we got? Anthony Rodia is at McGuire's again tonight. Tom Shillow is here at the club in Levittown tonight and tomorrow. Tonight in the Giggle Room, Matt Vita, Jeff Goldberg, Dan Wilbur, Grace Fiocco, and more. That's in the Giga Room tonight. That's a great lineup.
Go Gracie girl.
Yeah.
I love Dan. I haven't seen him in a while.
Dan is fantastic.
He
That
is so funny.
just him alone makes it worth it.
Yeah.
That's when?
That's tonight.
I got to go home at some point. Like, what's going on here?
Hello there, sir.
Tonight. Maybe I'll go to that.
Oh man.
Hey,
Peter Anthony is called in. What?
What's going on, everybody? Rosie, I hope you're taking notes today, right, on how to be funny. Okay, but
Fremder.
I heard because it was a little glitchy. Was I challenged to a pun contest?
Well, sort of. We were gonna have Greg, come up with some puns, and you were gonna guess what the pun was before he got to it.
So maybe we'll have to have Greg back.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
He'll have time to prepare.
Yeah, I can prepare that if you guys want to do that next time.
Okay, what's going on, Greg, dude? How are you? How are you, man?
I'm pretty good. You're the pun king.
The pun king.
Apparently, that's what people say. I think amongst other shitty things, you know. But how's it going, Mark?
What's
you
up,
doing
buddy?
good?
How you doing, Fremder?
All right. So I just wanted to call in and just say pun challenge accepted.
All right.
Love it.
We'll put it together for the next time Greg is in.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Be well and stay funny. All right.
Right back at you, pal.
You too.
Even you, Rosie. All right. Bye.
Tim Crumpier is at the brokerage tonight and tomorrow. He's one of the best there is. Love him. And that's at govs.com, govs.com, to see their full schedule and to make your reservations. And then last but not least, here at Govs Comedy Club Podcast, Donversations. Tonight he's talking to that prick Greg Criticos. That's tonight at 8 o'clock. And then that's it.
Great. What are you talking about? That's my friend on the couch. I'm going to be at Mykonos.
Funny man.
I'm going to be at Mykonos most of the year when I come to New York. What do you think of that? I love Greece.
That was awesome. That's it. We'll be back on Monday. Me and Francesca and Don and Peter and whoever else. Thank you, guys. Thank you for surprising us. Thank you as always.
Me.
And Greg, it's been a pleasure, pal.
Yeah, thank you guys
Greg.
very much for having me. That was awesome.
Maybe we'll try and get one more out of him before the summer is up.
Yeah.
I'll write the pun thing
Pun
out.
fest.
I'll
Yeah.
do it.
All right. Cool. Very nice. All right, everybody have a great weekend. Thanks for staying a few minutes late with us.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Thank you guys. Yep.